I think a lot of you guys know how it works. Ready? I'm just gonna go ahead and watch our first game, and after that we'll help out a little bit. And Roddy putting on the Ronaldo top 30 goals 2011 song. How can you see the players MMR? You can click on their profile on Battle.net, otherwise you cannot see that in the bracket. But throughout the night, obviously things are gonna be somewhat normal throughout the regular weekly, and we'll know who the better players are. For now, let's just go ahead and enjoy our very first game. As I'm gonna not use this overlay, but this overlay, and then I have to make my camera a tiny bit bigger. Otherwise, people will have a meltdown that I don't fill up the box. Not something that I normally struggle with, guys, filling up boxes. I'm a big Mary. Let's go ahead and hop into our very first best of 3 of the night. One of the biggest online tournaments that we have ran in years.
Let's get it on. Round 1, fight.
In the top right side, we are looking at the main base of our American Protoss, who recently played in our community rumble. He is around 4,800 MMR. He is good, and he's going to absolutely crush his opponent. This is Bully, a very passionate member of this community. Bottom left side, we are looking at the main base of the man that goes by the Birmingham Banger. And the Birmingham Banger is going to cannon rush Bully here in game 1. This is Lethal, aka Lethal Shockwave, aka Roddy's biggest fan. And he's going to cannon rush. I don't think this nerd has any idea how to cannon rush. This is a weird wall up, by the way, by Bully. I guess it sort of works, but does that totally work? The Birmingham Cannon Rusher. Alright. Yeah, it's a full wall now. But it's a weird full wall, because I feel Stalkers can never go through that. Yeah, it will work. And now Lethal's like, uh-oh. I cannot enter. I have no idea where Lethal's going with this. That first cannon is going to do absolutely nothing. It's so far away. This is not the StarCraft we normally see on the Friday night. I'll tell you guys that much. But it's happening. These cannons will be at least in range of this. I guess this cannon can protect the pylon on the high ground. Don't lose your probes. Well, we have no high ground vision. Oh? Oh? Lethal? Lethal with the probe micro? Only lost 1. I'm honestly impressed.
Impressive.
I'm actually impressed. He's actually gonna kill this gate with it. That's a bad chrono by our man Bully. Well, I want to say I don't think this Stalker gets out, but it's actually somewhat close. And it might actually get out. Stalker's chrono boosted. It's awfully close. Oh my god. Poor Lethal. Oh, poor Lethal, guys. That's actually kind of sad. Because with only 1 Stalker, it's actually somewhat annoying. Then you don't have that much DPS. Obviously, the Stalker should have killed the probe, and I think Bully would have been fine regardless, but that was actually a bit unlucky for Lethal. That was legitimately kind of unlucky. Now this pylon is going to fall. Every single cannon will be unpowered, and that is the end of our cannon rush. And our Birmingham Banger is in a bit of trouble. And now we're just going to expand, build a couple gateways at home. Headed all the way, yeah. I honestly did not think that that Stalker was going to go out. I thought the DPS of the 2 cannons would be too much, but that was actually kind of unlucky. This game is now kind of over. There really is not a whole lot that Lethal can do. But Lethal knows that we are watching. And he is a fighter. And he is going to try. Spending with 0 units. He is a chat gamer. You guys should see him play F1. He's dangerous. First cannon will get picked up. We're going to pull a lot of probes to make sure that the Stalkers can't easily make it into the main base. With a probe surround, you can probably kill these Stalkers, especially near the cannon. No, don't send them back, mate. Don't send them back. You need more. You need more. Lethal. If he kills 1 Stalker, I consider it a victory, guys. This is some proper community StarCraft in the opening round. If Lethal gets the Stalker, in my opinion, he won. Unfortunately, we've got no units on the way. We have no cannon in the main. Chrono! 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 Or get another pylon. Or pull the probes. Something. Lethal, spend your energy. What is this? They're a little late, mate. They're a little late. Alright, Big Daddy Void Rays here. But can we at least get a Stalker? Can we get one Stalker? Push him to the cannons. I don't care, mate. All we need is a Stalker kill. And then we won. In my opinion. Oh, yes!
First blood.
That counts. That counts. That's a win in my book. Might even get a second one. Double kill.
Double kill.
And that's going to be probably the end. 2 Stalkers is pretty good. Lethal is probably a solid 1500 MMR below Bully. Managed to kill 2 Stalkers. Even gets another Stalker out. He's gonna get 3 Stalkers.
Trick.
That's a dub, Lethal. That is a dub in my book. What up, B? Thank you, matey, for the 9 months. I appreciate it. Obviously, feel free to join later tonight, mate, if you want to cast a couple games. I know you said you are not necessarily available, but if you feel like covering some games, I hope you know you're always welcome. No delay. Lethal's mommy did not raise a quitter, guys. I just want you guys to know that. 4 Stalkers and a Void Ray, but the man believes. Second Void Ray. Another cannon in the natural. We are video gaming. We are video gaming over here. Bully is probably wondering what's wrong with this man from the UK. I've been wondering the same thing for quite some time now, Bully. Nobody really knows what's wrong with him. DTs don't hit voids, if that's the plan. He's not there, mate. He's nowhere near there. We don't even have a Twilight Council. We're gonna try to rebuild the gateways in the natural. Okay, Lethal. I think we are allowed to leave this game, mate. Use the battery over. This is some next level hopium. Battery overcharge to keep the Nexus alive. GG, well played, dude. Alright, that is the first game. Obviously, upper bracket is best of 3. So now Lethal can pick the second map. Lower bracket, guys, is best of 1. We did lower bracket just so everybody would have a chance that it's not over immediately if you run into Sero or Trigger or a Clam in round 1. You can still have some fun and have a decent run in the lower bracket. Upper bracket is best of 3, though. So we are going to do another game between these 2 nerds. And after that, we'll see how far along everything is going. It's not going to be that bad, Yumi. It will obviously be a long tournament, but it won't be crazy long. Compared to a day of Home Story Cup, I guarantee you guys that this tournament will be done before 1 day of Home Story Cup is done. That is what I guarantee you guys. I am very confident about that. And then on top of that, the prize pool is bigger too than for a 4-day stay-at-home Story Cup. I think our finals will be between 1 and 2 a.m. I think that is pretty realistic. That is what I'm expecting. Because especially like the beginning is going to be a bit slow because obviously we have a lot of people playing for the first time in a while. They don't totally know how to set up lobbies. But once we are down to like the top 64, you're down to players that play tournaments all the freaking time. They are going to speed run, they're going to host lobbies, and a lot of games are going to finish up very quickly. The start will be slow, but after 2-3 hours we'll be flying. I am ready. Let's go ahead and watch game 2. Right, let's take a look at Lethal's profile quickly, guys. As we, okay, he's actually 3.8k. Lethal has made some progress. Not bad for a 42-year-old man, I gotta say. That's actually pretty solid. Basilisk Vegas tuning next year. At this point, the sky's the limit, mate. We can do anything. Let's go ahead and enjoy game 2 together. Do we have another cannon rush? Or does the man from Birmingham have something else that's very cheeky up his sleeve?
Round 2, fight!
Whenever it's 99-0, that means it's a free win. That means that somebody did not show up. Obviously, you have people that check in, but then don't actually sign up. Or there could be some fake reports, but we'll figure all of that out. No need to picnic over anything. It will be fine, guys. One way or the other, it will be fine. 99 zeros are always the default score for a default win, so a Legalak does not report it as an actual win. Top left side of Babylon, we are looking at the main base of our green Protoss hailing from the United States of America. This is Bully. In the bottom right side, we are looking at the main base of our 42-year-old lad from Birmingham. We call him the Birmingham Banger. Lethal Shockwave. And he has opened up with a gas steal, guys. He has opened up with a gas steal. I think that these two are pretty familiar with one another too, just through the Roddy stream chat. So, a little bit of banter. If I know one thing about Lethal is that he can't really play video games and talk at the same time. So he probably definitely cannot type and play at the same time. So he's not ignoring it because he wants to. I think he's probably just overwhelmed. The man can't even raise and have a conversation at the same time. So. He's focused. He's doing his best. He is dialed in. He's in the zone, guys. Look at that APM. Oh, 111. Lethal hasn't been that quick since his 20s. And that was in a previous millennium. No. You feel insulted. Oh, Moja, mate. You're an animal. Moja against Trigger is a series that I would absolutely love to cast, by the way. Once we get there. But there's obviously going to be a million best of 3s and even best of 1s. I will also cover lower bracket, guys, while the upper bracket is going on. Just because obviously casting some do or die matches is going to be fun. And I would love to cast a game of Victoria in the lower bracket. I don't know who he's going to play in lower bracket round 1, but I hope that I can cover one. Bully is opening over 2 adepts, and 2 adepts are in general a problem for people that are not very high ranked. Bully is good enough to get some good micro in with 2 adepts. There's no wall off. Not having a wall off is not always the end of the world, but then you do need an answer for 2 adepts. Lethal does not have that answer at the moment. So he's going to lose probably at least 7 or 8 workers here, and there is nothing he can do about it. It's only 4 so far, and he actually almost killed one adept. 5? 6 in total. That is not even as bad as I thought it was going to be. This is definitely a no fun build order from Bully. I kind of feel like he should have just chilled and let Lethal do his thing. I like the gas steal into the pylon block. Even though his opponent doesn't have a low ground fast expand to build. What do we got here? A proxy Stargate and a proxy gateway. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one for our man Lethal. He does have that battery, right? And a single adept cannot kill any probes near a battery, so he's kind of done losing workers. What are we doing with stalkers? Okay. Hey, 3 stalkers here, guys. Go for the battery, mate. Go for the battery. Go for the battery. No, okay. So what you always want to do here is obviously keep your units close to each other. Lethal's making a mistake here by having one unit way ahead of the other ones. Does kill the adept. It's kind of solid. But now he's in trouble and he's going to lose 2 out of 3 stalkers. This is why he should have gone for the battery first, because 3 stalkers can actually win the fight against 2 stalkers and an adept. Yeah. Obviously, Lethal is not experienced enough to necessarily make all the correct calls early on there. And these things happen. How is Cure against Dark going, by the way, guys? Is it over, or did Dark manage to win a game? 3-1? Okay. And that is the finals of like the first edition of the Wardi TV Korean Rumble. I've been following WTL throughout the entire week, so I haven't really been able to keep up too much with Wardi's tournament. Since there was WTL literally every single day, and I've been live for it every single day. Winter Championship. Ah, this was the Winter Championship. It was a foreign event too. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Alright, Bully is ready to end this with 6-7 Stalkers, a Void Ray and an Adept. We are going to have a little recall of 5 Stalkers with a very well placed battery and a good overcharge. Maybe that is an unfortunate spot to warp in a Stalker. Bully knows that it's going to be a long night, and he probably has the skills to have a decent little run today in this monstrous bracket. So he doesn't want to spend too much energy here. I gotta say, Lethal, I would love to make fun of you, but I think you did pretty good, man. All things considered, for a 42-year-old man who only started playing StarCraft a year ago, I think he's doing pretty good. Not good enough to defeat Bully here, but I still think he can be proud of it. Two Stalkers die. Stalker number 3 dies. Everything dies. And it's time for Lethal to give up on the dream, but there is always a lower bracket. And I believe that my man, the Birmingham Banger, can get some damage done in the lower bracket. I didn't think it was bad. I'm kind of proud of him. Don't tell him I said that.